and just having a nice sip of hydrogen water. If you haven't looked into hydrogen water and the benefits, especially this bottle from Lumavite, the world's best, nothing comes close, then I suggest you do give me a shout and I can send you the information. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. So a few days ago, I made a post saying, you haven't got the flu, you're just dealing with the consequences of drinking too much alcohol, fizzy drinks, and eating too many sweets, chocolates, and processed foods over the Christmas period. And it got quite a lot of reaction. And there was, lots of people understand this about the flu. You can't catch the flu. But there are even some people who are healthy reaching out and saying, Ryan, I don't drink or drink fizzy drinks, don't drink alcohol, fizzy drinks, and don't eat processed foods. I got the flu. How do you explain that? And so there's many reasons why you may have come down with flu-like symptoms, the body going through a detox, and we'll go through them. We'll go through them here. So where do you want to start? So how are your stress levels over Christmas? Lots of people, families get together. They may not see the people they see over Christmas period many other times of the year, and a lot of the times it's people they don't actually like being around, but they have to hide it, and so that can bring about a lot of stress. Now, financial stress around Christmas, relationship stress, family stress, um, economic stress, having to travel, and so this can mean a lot of people in their fight and flight the whole time. Their fight and flight system. So they're sympathetic rather than they're parasympathetic. They're rest and digest, which means that their body cannot detoxify during that period of time, where it's in a higher state of arousal. And so when they finally come out of that, all the things that they've been suppressing, boom, that comes out. So that's one thing that can be going on around Christmas. So if you're stressed for 4 weeks, 3 weeks to 2 weeks, 10 days, 7 days, and those stress levels are high, that can be what's caused it. Did you exercise during this period? Lots of people during the Christmas period, you may not eat badly, but they got so much going on, they didn't really even get out in nature. They didn't exercise, they didn't move their body. They didn't do the things they could usually do, like taking the saunas and detoxification baths, opening up the lymphatic system. They're not moving that lymphatic system. So then when they come out the other end of it, their body needs to go through a detoxification. Other things that can be going on, like what are you? There's so many things. What are you cooking your food in? Are you using Teflon pans? Are you cooking it in seed oils and vegetable oils, rancid oils? What are you washing your clothes in? Are you washing them in normal laundry detergent, carcinogenic laundry detergent, and your bed sheets? Are you washing them in the same things? If you are, then you're wearing clothes and then sleeping in bed sheets all day long. That is highly, highly toxic. You have to purge that out. Are you surrounded by Wi-Fi all the time? Did you even turn the Wi-Fi off at night? Was you able to do that so your body can actually detoxify? If you don't turn your Wi-Fi off at night, your body, your brain, your lymphatic system can't detoxify. I've got a great podcast with Dr. Deborah Davis on this, the leading authority on EMFs and Wi-Fi. Revive Yourself with Ryan Martin on Spotify. If you have never listened to my podcast, I've got over 200 episodes there. These are just a few things we can talk about. They can go so deep into this. What's your water supply like? Is your house filtered at the mains, or are you still, dealing with a municipal water supply that is loaded with heavy metals, chemicals, parasites, medication that people are weeing into it? So are you showering in that? Are you brushing your teeth in that? Are you washing your clothes in that? Are you washing your dishes in that? It goes on and on and on. There's so many factors when it comes to this. So, you can go on and on and on. Were you taking detoxification supplements every day? Were you taking health boosting supplements every day, or was you lax on that? Did you manage to get any stimulation of sun or artificial light on your skin during this period? In countries like England, there's not enough sunshine during these periods, so I recommend going and getting a sunbed from a safe tanning bed. UVB powered electronic ballast rather than UVA and magnetic ballast, and every 6 to 9 minutes every 5 to 7 days. Stimulates the cholesterol under your skin and the immune system underneath your skin. It's been shown it's so powerful during these months to ward off your body to go through a detoxification, because it's stimulating the immune system. Very, very powerful. If not, you've got vitamin D3, K2, which is okay, but to me, nothing beats the lights. If you can't get out in the sun, then safe tan in bed. Would you get enough sleep? A lot of times during this period, people go through, spend a lot of times with their friends and family. Their sleep routine's messed up. They're not getting anywhere near their 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And they're going to bed later, maybe getting up earlier. If you sleep, I can throw herbs and supplements and anything at you, but nothing compares to sleep. Sleep is like a miracle. If you don't have that, the immune system will never reach its full potential. You'll be chasing you'll be chasing your tail, and it's just like, yeah. And so, did you exercise during this period? As I said before, not even just moving the body. Did you actually get out in the gym, or did you do some form of sprints and high intensity exercise, maybe some steady state cardio? Were you doing that? And so there's many things that we can look into. We said before, getting out in nature. A lot of people are talking about what's going on in the sky. That could cause it. What they're putting in the sky. And yes, that weather modification and what they're putting in the sky is 100% true. There's companies out there, people that say, no, it's not true, it's conspiracy. There's companies out there that you can pay to give you a good, clear day on your wedding day, because they can modify the weather. They've been doing it all over. If you don't know about HARP, look into HARP. Things they can do, and what they're putting in the sky, 100%. But worrying about that is going to be far worse than what's going on. Generally, I've got a great interview with Susan from Bye Bye Blue Sky on my podcast as well. Revive Yourself with Ryan Martin on Spotify. Goes deep into this. That was years ago, and I know it has 100% got worse. And that can definitely affect you as well. Not just what they're putting in the sky, the fact that it's been really grey and cloudy, and that's why the reasons why I like to get out of the country when it gets to January, and it won't be long before I'm off on my travels again. Because I feel much better when even if it's cold, it's clear sky. And so, as I said before, though, people worrying about this and worrying about these things, like worrying about not having the right supplements, not having the right food, what's going on, that's going to stress you out more than anything. It lowers your vibration, lowers your frequency, which is what they're all about. This is why they put this out there, why they do this stuff, and what they put on the news. The news at 10 and Google, propaganda machines, just to, it's all to lower your vibration. A lot of people have been buying into that a lot, the politics that's been going on, left versus right, rich versus poor, black versus white, etc. And people buy heavily into that. That stresses them out, puts them in their sympathetic, and they worry about what can be going on and what's going to come. And you can worry yourself sick. There's something called the nocebo effect of the placebo. If you think something's going to make you better, like a pill, or even if it's sugar solution or water, 48 to 64% of the time you will get better. And it's the same with the nocebo effect. If you think you're going to get ill, you will. 48 to 64% of the time. They've shown this. They've shown studies where they've told people who are completely healthy, the people around them have started saying to them, "You don't look very well. You look like you're coming down with something." They've been told that enough by enough people. They started to believe it. Within 12 to 24 hours, they come down with full detoxification symptoms. When they were told that it was a ruse, they started to feel better again. Your brain is super, super powerful. You can worry yourself sick. And this is why it's so important. If other people are around you and they are falling ill, going through their detoxification because they've been consuming lots of garbage and alcohol and not been working out, not getting exercise, all the things they haven't been doing, you start to worry, oh my God, I can catch this, because that's what you've been taught all your life, even though contagion is a complete myth. Great episodes with Dr. Tom Cowan and Alex Zek on my podcast. Alex Zek's got the End of COVID series, over 90 hours of information and lectures with professors and scientists about how contagion is a complete myth. Look at that if you want, my interviews with them, or Revive Yourself with Ryan Martin on Spotify. You can start to worry yourself into being sick, and everyone around you's getting ill for going through detoxification. You're worried, oh my God, I'm going to get this, and you worry yourself into getting it. I can be in a lift with 8 people that are sneezing all over the place, and I'll be fine because I'm healthy. And so once you understand this, it's a game changer. You can't catch illness like you can't catch health. Your bodies can talk to each other, though, through something called signal transduction. So this can also give the illusion of transmission, which is where it's the same way that women's periods sync up. If you've got women living with each other, their periods will sync up to the most powerful woman. And after a month or two, all their periods will be at the same time. Same way as if I yawn, other people will yawn because their body's scared. Oh, that person's getting too much oxygen. I need to yawn as well. It's not viral or contagious. It's just the body talking to each other through signal transduction. And if you're going through detoxification symptoms, what people call the flu, and your body's around their body, you'll start talking. The body will talk to each other. And if your body feels like it needs to go through one as well, it'll say, okay, we've got junk in it as well. We need to go through that. And so you will. It looks like transmission, but it's not. It's why there's 30 people in the office and only 15 people come down with the flu, go through detoxification symptoms or a deep detoxification, because the people that are healthy don't need it, but the other people do. And there's nothing wrong with going through this. You'd rather go, if your body's not healthy, you need to go through this. Maybe once, twice a year. But the key is to get so healthy that you don't need to. So this is why taking daily detoxification, cleansing cocktails, for example, every day is important. Things with maybe milk thistle, dandelion, lots of things, sarsaparilla, you name it, magnesium, zinc, etc. These all can help. And then going through an actual deep detoxification at least once a year. Colon, liver, kidneys, heavy metals, parasites. Super, super important, because we are being bombarded with over 100,000 industrial toxins in the air. People are eating a credit card of plastic a week because everything's wrapped in plastic. Heavy metals, etc., etc. And so this is why it's super important. If you don't do that at least once a year, twice a year, I think is optimal. Detoxification is almost more important than nutrition today because of how toxic the world is. Then expected to get ill. And this is why we deal with so many people in the Total Health Revival course that, I don't want you to get to this stage, but lots of busy mums, entrepreneurs, business owners that have pushed themselves to their limit. And then they go through a crash, either go for a full-on health collapse with high levels of anxiety, depression, maybe get something like even a cancer or chronic fatigue, pancreatitis, and we have to get them back from that brink, which I don't want you to ever go through. And so, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. But we can, the Total Health Revival course, it's all mapped out, proven process, step-by-step process for you to go through. But the key is to actually bulletproof yourself and your family. So this is why I always say to people, even if you aren't doing things to prevent yourself from getting ill, it's like blowing up a balloon. One day, eventually, will burst. My balloon burst when I was 23. Other people's burst when they're maybe 50, 60, but it will happen if you keep on living outside of Mother Nature's laws. And so if that's you, if you keep on getting ill every year, Mother Nature's telling you, you've been taking loans out, you need to pay them back. And it can be very, very confusing as to what you actually need to do to get healthy, to start to create health. Rather than fight disease with cut, burn, poison, medicate, doesn't create health. Start to create health through diet, lifestyle, environment, detoxification, environmental hygiene. And so if you want help with that, then we can help you. The Total Health Revival course has helped over 7,500 people overcome all manner of health issues. You name it, we've helped. And I said before, step-by-step proven process that we take you through. So if you want that for yourself and for your family, so you don't ever have to go through a complete on health collapse, or maybe you're trying to overcome a chronic health issue, it's perfect for you, send me a DM with the words optimal health, and I'll send you all the necessary information to get you started. But hopefully this has helped you understand a little bit why, even if you weren't drinking alcohol or eating chocolate, for example, you came down with something. And so very important to keep your vessel as clean as possible. Remember, start thinking of your health from the inside out rather than the outside in. When you're healthy, super healthy, doesn't matter what other people are going through, you're not going to get anything. Your body will talk to their body and be like, no, we're fine. And that's where you want to be. And you want to bulletproof yourself from anything coming up. You don't want to go through advanced disease. If you keep on getting ill, then you obviously need to clean your vessel. You don't getting ill going out, detoxification. But if you're getting a chronic illness, then we need to go deeper. Anyway, If that's you, send me a message, DM Optimal Health, and we can go from there. Speak soon.